She's
gosh.
got she's got half a dozen pairs of pajamas on there. I think the dearest thing's like 40 quid.
Really?
And that bed's not like a pressure mattress that she says, because you never hear it. Someone said if you have the pressure mat, you can hear them.
Oh, you hear them, yeah, for
And
sure.
I think she has got some illness. As I think a lot of people agree she has.
Mm.
Someone said she might have ME. I don't know. I'm not qualified.
Well, whatever she has got, it appears to have psychological problems, and
They're not getting addressed. They're not getting addressed by the whole
no,
family.
of course they're not. And the other thing is that how can somebody possibly be on for 20 hours, 19 hours a day, messing about with tubes and medicine and crunching it? And I mean, she must be on 19 hours a day messing around with it all.
Yeah, because if she's on, today she was on. I went out about after 12. She was on at 12, so about 1. Then she came off. I've come out back on at just after 3. Then she'll be back on at 7, then 8. Then to the early hours of the morning. Then the carers, so-called carers, come at 10:30 in the morning to 11. Then she's back on in the afternoon. You
Yeah.
can't. I see people who have got both tubes like Kirsten has, but I've got other illnesses like allergies. This one girl called Beth, her skin flares up for even smell of food.
Yeah, I've seen her, yeah.
And there's these other people that stream, and they got basically tired with Kirsten at first. Now a lot of people now are not doing that, which is good because they're genuinely ill people.
Yeah. And nothing, because you've seen her on YouTube, and you've seen, I mean, her parents must know about it, obviously.
Yeah, Beth is real, love. Yeah, you're right there, nurse. And she suffers really. I mean, she was getting an NJ tube put in the other day, and she had a fit while she was getting it done.
Who did?
This girl called Beth,
Okay.
she streams like late at night, say 11 o'clock ish.
Yeah, well, is it the girl, the lovely girl that gets rashes on her face?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
she's
allergies. It
lovely.
can come from
Yeah.
any type of like food. She's got a wheelchair, but she
Yeah.
said where she's living, it's not basically made for her. She's like got to go downstairs.
Oh my God.
And they're having trouble like getting somewhere else to live. They should be in actually a ground floor flat
Yes.
or even a first floor with access to a lift.
Yeah.
Not going downstairs like that. When
No.
Kirsten just says, I'm paralysed," and the videos don't lie. We're not lying. It's them videos that are saying you're
Yeah.
moving your legs.
Yeah. You people do have upper body strength when they
Yeah,
have.
she has got a lot of body strength with her arms because she's always.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know. I mean, 100% none of us know, but it's been sort of looked at, hasn't it? And it looks like
But the police didn't say that she wasn't fake. That letter doesn't say she's not doing anything. Basically, that what was shown. That
yeah,
means the mental health side. That's what she's using,
yeah, yeah.
which is an easy thing to do. I think she has got mental health problems. She has. She's still got them from when she was a kid.
Well, I think it's like her sibling died, didn't she, and stuff like
Which
that.
is horrible for her.
Yeah.
We all agree that that's something that is horrible.
And sometimes, like these sorts of personalities, I'm not saying it's hers, but these personalities can keep themselves sick so they get all the attention. I don't know whether she got attention when her sister was alive, but she's certainly getting loads and loads of attention now, isn't she?
Yeah,
From
because when her sister was really ill, you're going to concentrate on that one person more than your other kids.
Yeah, absolutely. And has she ever been called out and proved, or?
Well, people who do know more about the health side of it in the tubes and stuff and like the feeds, yeah, they've said sometimes it'll come out of one tube, go in one tube and out the other, but she'll take a drink to sort of mask it. Because some people think they've got both tubes in her stomach. That's what some people seem to think.
Yeah.
Well, I can't prove that. Well, I know one definitely does go in her stomach, because that's the one she can put in herself.
Oh.
But the other one's supposed to be done in hospital.
And you've had I saw something, an ex-carer come out and say something.
But I've not seen it. These loads ex-mods have come out, and that's where some of the evidence has come from with the messages. They've saved them.
Yeah.
And to get banned off a website like Skiggle, which is a charity,
Yeah.
she must have been going on there, even probably using different names. That's why they banned her.
Ah.
And she said, well, they might get shut down for doing what they've done. She went, I won't shut them down, what the Charity Commission will. That's what she said in one of her videos. What, they wouldn't do that without proof.
No.
And like she was begging, I had videos where she was asking £150 for a wheelchair because said she couldn't pay for another one. Yeah, and another video, she went, that someone's gone about eating sweets. She went, and the wheelchair, she went, I'll prove it. And it went, it's got thing from the wheelchair services. Yeah, she was begging for a wheelchair.
Goodness.
She forget, that you've got to cover your lies. Each day you've got to cover your lie. And that's when she's getting found out.
Yeah, people, I mean, she would get, I thought that people that are in this position sort of get everything from all their medication. They're looked after well, I thought. And you wouldn't have to beg for anything.
Oh, someone else wants to come in. I'll get people, I would chat for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, good morning.
Morning.
So I'm back.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you both.
Okay, just a quick one because I've only got like 5 minutes. When it comes to wheelchairs, so my granddaughter, from the day she was born, has been paralysed from the chest down. And we have had everything funded. Everything. So her wheelchair is £4,500. If you're serious, honestly, if you are paralysed, there is charities that will fund, and you can self-propel, because you need to be able to self-propel. They will fund a wheelchair. Now, she's 5 now, so she's had her wheelchair for 2 years. She's about to have another one.
Bless her.
And she can have an NHS wheelchair. If you're paralysed, you are going to get those things either funded or through the NHS.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for them.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought, Nikki.
OT, yes, you have to have a good OT, which we have. But they've even made a bike for her. That's what I say. So if you genuinely are paralysed, another thing I don't get is why she doesn't leave the house. She can self-propel.
Well, you've seen her doing wheelies.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She can self-propel, so why doesn't she leave the house?
She's using the excuse about her seizures, isn't she? That's what it is.
But my granddaughter, the first day she went to her new school, she had 4 seizures in a row.
Yeah.
But she still goes to mainstream school. Sorry, I'm going to get upset because we fight.
After she had them seizures, did she have to get kept in hospital for the one after the other?
So, we can't say where we live, do we?
No,
we live in the Midlands.
Yeah, just say the Midlands, then it's like a big area, isn't it, the Midlands?
But she got sent to the main, because Emily, I shouldn't say her name either, should I? She has hydrocephalus, so she's got a shunt.
Is that back? Is that like in your back of your head? That?
Yeah, so it's something that drains the fluid from your head down into your stomach and then is released.
Yeah, my mate has to keep going in every so often.
Do you know what? She's had it 5 years. Hi, Emily. She's listening to me. And she's luckily, touch wood, nothing been wrong with it. But yes, when she had the seizures, we got blue lighted from where we live to, I will say Nottingham, because I don't live in Nottingham. And she was in there 10 days.
Yeah, cool. Kirsten said she had 10 seizures back to back, one after the other. And they went, Kirsten, your mum's here, you can go home. And
I don't believe it. I honestly just don't believe it.
No.
That's what makes a mockery of people who do something genuine.
Yeah. And also, so she's paralyzed. I never, and yes, it is a personal thing, but I
Yeah.
never hear her say about bowel washouts, or yes, I see her take Movicol,
Yeah.
but she doesn't mention any of that. I mean, my granddaughter is intermittently catheterized, which we do, but she has no control over her bowels or bladder.
He's like saying, if you're disabled, you can't do anything. You've got to stay in your house. Don't move. Stay
Oh,
in your house.
rubbish! But that's what I'm saying.
That's what
You
angers people.
fight for to be able to get out the house, to go to mainstream school, to get an HCP. And she says she can't leave the house. Yeah. I mean, my daughter won't watch her because the things we've had to fight for. But yeah.
Hi, Cynthia.
Hey, good morning.
Listen, I'm going to
So
go because my
Okay,
husband's
no
on the
worries.
way. So have a good day,
Bye,
guys.
Nikki. Bye, Nikki.
Bye. How do I go away?
Do you want me to do it for you?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Done it for you.
so the other night when I was here on your live, someone suggested Secret Haven page, I
Yeah.
think it was. So I did that evening. I started from the very first TikTok that was posted. And like her voice has changed. It's more scratchy like. I don't know how to explain
Yeah.
it. I don't
I
know.
think it's all put on that little radio
Listen,
sound deal.
listen, Cynthia. It's like this. Wait, listen. Oh, hello. How are you
Yes.
today? Hey.
Yeah.
Like that. It's
The
easily
first
to put on.
Yeah, because the first few that were on there, the oldest one, she had like a regular voice. And then the other thing that made me absolutely furious out of everything that was she said she has or whatever was when she claimed she was end of life. I mean, I'm dealing with
Yeah.
an 88-year-old mother who, I never know if I'm gonna get the phone call saying, we
Oh.
have to put her on hospice or whatever. I mean, and for her to make a mockery of it. But
And
anyway,
she only admitted it because you got called out about it. That's the only way she admitted it, because people called it out.
right, but it's still the fact that she
Yeah.
said it, and the thing of it is like my son has epilepsy. He had one evening he had 4 seizures back to back. The ambulance was called. He was at work. Yes, he does work with epilepsy.
Yeah, my
We
friend
just
does.
make
She
sure.
works, and she look at hers are sort of controlled a little bit.
Right.
Do it.
He takes 3 different medications, but sometimes we have breakthrough seizures. That night, the ambulance was called. He kept in the hospital. I think it was like 2 or 3 days, and they adjusted medicine. So when she said she had 10 and they sent her home, I was like, listen to this, and it just amazes me. I'm thinking, my first thought was, how much money does she spend a month on all these medical supplies and medications? Because like I said, I'm in the U.S., so I don't know how y'all healthcare runs. Is she getting this from doctors?
I think, well, she has bought like supplies offline. She's always been asking for supplies since 2022, at least, on Facebook. She was always asking for stuff. The Nordifen. She got 3 lots of Nordifen medication. On a wish list, it's about £1,000 for
It's just
pajamas, scissors, bandages, plasters.
And the other thing that sticks out in my mind is on some of the TikToks, they showed her in her wheelchair. I think she may have been coming from the kitchen, and she has absolutely no muscle atrophy. Like her legs are normal size. Shouldn't they be real small from not being used?
Yeah, they should. Yeah.
But I tell you what, that Secret Haven website is, I mean, TikTok is phenomenal. Like that,
They
just
go in
showed
depth
everything.
throughout everything, because one of the girls who does it with has got a daughter that has tubes. So that's how they got into it, like last February. So they know loads of stuff.
Wow, but yeah. So like now I'm vested in hearing the new things that she keeps coming with. The other thing that I went and looked up, she kept saying she has type 3 diabetes. I had never heard of type 3, so I went and looked it up. It's not even official medical diagnosis. It's there. so to speak. I don't know how to explain it, but it's related to patients that have Alzheimer's.
Yeah, that's what someone did say ages ago about that. That's what. What, she's not
Right.
diabetic because she has diabetic nurses.
Oh.
Wow.
Cynthia,
Yes, ma'am.
it must be for you to watch somebody like that. It must be such an affront to you.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like the first time I saw her, like I said, somehow I ended up on UK TikTok, and I keep seeing all this other stuff, and then I came across a live that was showing her, and I was like, at first I was like, oh my goodness, listen to all these things this young lady has, and how does she cope with it? And then the longer I listened, the more inconsistency she's had, and then I started keeping up with the comments, and I'm like, oh wait, this is an awareness page, and she's not, it's alleged that she has all this stuff. And then I came here, got in his box, and then someone in the comments said, hey, go watch Secret Haven's page and stuff. And I was just flabbergasted that somebody would actually pretend to be sick for sympathy and money.
Yeah, they taught you all the way. They taught you through the videos that they do.
Do what?
Yeah, they taught you through the videos that they've done.
Yes.
So it explains it better for you.
Yes, and then in the TikToks, whoever's making them also puts explanations and arrows to point stuff out. Yeah. And yeah, so like if you're clueless on what's going on with her, that's the page to go. And I'm telling you, I sat and watched from beginning to end.
It's like when she has them so-called femoral lines in, when she showed a picture of it, and it was nothing like it. And then the canyon on the finger. The canyon on the finger again was hilarious. It was like E.T. You've got to laugh because you'd go a bit loopy if you kept listening to her.
Well, first of all, the femoral line, it's a 2-line thing, and it was not big enough. That was hilarious. And then when she showed the one on her thumb and she said it was partially in, they couldn't put the whole thing in. I'm like, that's definitely a lie, because like I can't get IV needles in my top of my hand because my veins aren't long enough. The valves are too close. So it's not like they put it in halfway and leave it there. They have to go into my arm or my forearm and stuff. And
it's like she said, you're on blood thinners. You can take them for months, then not take them for 3 months, then not take them for 6 months. If you're on blood thinners, you're on blood thinners. As far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
That's not been mentioned for a while. That now, the blood thinning thing.
And on the other hand, it's really sad that she's doing this, because I'm thinking she really needs mental help.
Well, that's where the part I come in, because you watch her and take away how angry it makes one, because other people have to watch this and they're actually really going through it. But the psychological part is absolutely crazy. She's pathological.
Right.
She's pathological. That's, that I don't understand why the mental health people haven't picked. They must have picked this up.
If they haven't, it's a bit weird. She's definitely a narcissist. Because why would you keep opening your live to get your numbers like to 30k, which she's done from 18? Then she'll start deleting them gradually over the next few weeks, and then do the same thing.
Yeah.
The other thing that puzzles me is that her parents go along with this charade.
Well, apparently.
I mean, like my mom, even though she's elderly, she knows, the medical issues I have, and like what my son has and what my other 2 children have. And I guarantee if I rolled around and I got to go see her and I was in a wheelchair, she would question it. And if she knew I was faking it, she'd call me out on it. And then, like you hear her, about the dad coming over and this and that. And I'm thinking, well,
they've got a weird relationship. They've got a weird relationship. I don't know what it is, but it just seems weird.
It is.
Well, there's just a whole lot of crazy stuff going on there, and I don't know if it'll ever be outed.
I think just one day you might not see it online again. That's what, because it just can't keep going on like this. It's Yeah, I can get banned for saying nothing. Like, I got one for alcohol and tobacco when I wasn't even doing it.
Yeah.
But they believed it, so I had to appeal it once the ban was over.
Gosh.
And the way she goes around them needle, like basically going, "Hi, I've got this in my hand." Or when she's having so-called hypo, she's still squeezing it and looking at the camera, and her eyes go wide open when she looks at the camera.
I saw her have a fit on there one night, and it was so shocking to me.
Well, in one of the ones that I watched, they showed like the end of one, and she came out. Now I know seizures are different for everybody, but normally,
Yeah, rockabilly. So I've not been on that
I
long,
know
but
when
yeah.
I know when my son has his, he's completely confused, bad headache, just wants to go lay down, and I'm talking about confusion as to like sometimes not know where he's at.
Yeah.
And she came out of it acting quote unquote normal.
Yeah.
One of the best ones is when she said she was sweating that much, it burnt her skin.
Oh.
That was a classic one.
Oh, I never heard that before.
And when I was on one of the lives one day, I was just talking in the chat. I said about going in a mosh pit, and the next second she went, "What's a mosh pit on a live?" It's just so funny.
Oh gosh.
But she is hurting people. She just picks the vulnerable. She knows how to pick them.
Yeah, she will. She'll pick out the vulnerable ones. I mean, it's the way it is. It's the way, isn't it?
Yeah, and I like in one of the Secret Havens posts, they started listing all the alleged things she has wrong with her that they've gotten from TikTok, and I think another social media.
They had to over 100
And
conditions.
it must have been 30 different things.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I thought our scammers were bad in the United States, but I think she got ours beat.
Oh, it was a sweat rash. That's what it was. It was a sweat rash. That's what she said.
Gosh. Well, I'm going to drop down, guys, and I just hope that, the people that watch that have these conditions protect themselves, because it must be just awful for them.
Even in the chat, they must be affected when she's doing stuff.
Yeah, of course. It's honestly, it's just awful.
And she was talking about what people see when they're about to leave the planet, kind of. I won't say, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She went, "Oh, they see this, they see that." How does she know she's not been in that situation?
Well, the next time she has the fit, that'll be the next thing you hear about, the light.
Yeah. I'll be back on in a bit when she comes on, I think.
Well, I'm scrolling through, so I'll come back in. But Cynthia.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice to speak to you, and take care.
Oh, absolutely. Y'all too.
Take care now.
Guys.
Scam?
Do you want to get you out?
I can get me out, but I'll catch you another time, yeah?
Okay.
Bye, darling.
See you a bit, guys.
Lazy Bones, I agree. When I saw the list of things she had, I was thinking she should be in a hospital or have 24-hour care at her house. And this morning, when she was on live earlier, somehow her True page came across my FYP, so I popped in it, and that's when she was talking about like a movement mat or something. So if she has a seizure, it would detect it and it would notify the authorities or something. But she said she can't use it because you need like a lot of movement, and especially in the leg area or whatever. So I was gonna type in the comments, would just turn it the other way around, so the more sensitive part is under your upper body. But I figured she'd ban me.
Yeah, she would have done.
Yo, this is. I feel bad for her. I mean, to do something like this for attention, it's not worth it.
No, she's only 25. She can still do things. She could still go on, even if she was. Say she was paralyzed. We'll just say that she could still do horse riding because other people do it.
She could have a regular life.
Yeah,
a job, a family.
Well, she said she can't have kids, which is probably a good thing, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And if the passing of her sibling
I
was
bet you
the
do, Becca.
trigger,
I bet you do. Just look at Becca there. She's put a message. Yeah.
then she needs some professional help, and evidently the parents do too if they
Yeah,
playing
I think
into
it's a family thing that needs to be done, not just her.
it's. And it infuriates me to think that she just sits there and says she has all this stuff, and then like, what does she do her research when she like goes off live? Because some of the stuff that she says she has, I've never heard of, unless it's called something different over there than what it's
Yeah,
called
she
over
definitely
here.
reads up on stuff, though. She definitely does read her. That's what she does.
Becca, I agree with you. After watching all the TikToks on that page, I was like, I kept watching it because I wanted to know all what she said and done and what they've caught her in. But I was furious by the time I finished.
Yeah, energy drinks are not good, as she said. She's got some any heart condition. That's what Becca's saying. You shouldn't be out having energy drinks with gastroparesis, but she does.
Well, but you know what? I thought with gastroparesis, you only had stuff coming in like through the tube in her nose or whatever. Because I have a friend of mine, she has gastroparesis, and she don't drink, she don't eat, nothing. She has a tube.
She says it's for taste. That's all she ever says when she's drinking them. It's for taste because he comes straight back out. That's all she ever says. Oh, she shouldn't do it. She's got POTS as well. So it's just all lies. I'll say most of it's lies.
Right, Bella, energy drinks are not good for you.
I don't think they're good for anyone. Shouldn't even be allowed.
No.
All they are is a sugar in a can.
And yeah, and other stuff that's not good for you. So do you think like when she's offline, she'll come and listen to what y'all are saying?
Yeah, she does. She goes in lives. I think she's got another account. Sometimes she'll come in her own account, which she has done previously.
Mm-hmm.
She's come in our chat like once one night, and then she would just try to find information about what account I was camping her off. But she has been in other lives. So now a so-called carers will be there till 6. I think they're just cleaners. They just tidy up for her, do a bit of washing. But I'll come back on it a bit when she comes back on.
I'm just glad that you and I forget the name of the other page that I first saw on, something Tilly maybe.
Tilly's good. Yeah, and you've got Carly. You've got loads. They're like Secret Haven and Carly. They've been there since like the big February, so they've been on basically a year.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they've got more. They know what they're talking about more than anyone else.
Well, I'm just glad that your pages exist because, like I said, when I first started watching them, I thought she was really ill.
Yeah, I'll be back on in a bit anyway. I'm just going to have to chill out for a couple of hours till she's back on.